Peace, family. Yesterday I had a conversation with my auntie that really touched me. In hit home that we have got to come together as a people and seize control and authority over the way we live. I caught up with my auntie yesterday, and I heard she was in the hospital. I say, what's going on with you? And she said, I had to have my knee replaced. And I said, well, the last time I saw you, you said you just had your knee replaced. And she said, baby, I got two knees. And I said, yeah, you right. And she said it cost me $43,000 to get my knee replaced. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. $43,000 for one knee. And she was like, yeah, and it cost me 60-some thousand dollars for the other one. I say, how's that? Would they give you a discount on this one? And she was like, no, it was $43,000 for that one and 20-some thousand dollars for the rehab. I said, just to show you how to walk again, they charge you 20-some. When I look at, if it's $43,000 to place one knee, tell me what senior citizen got 90-some thousand dollars to get their knee replaced? If it's costing $43,000 today, in 20 years, when I'm 70 something, what is it going to cost then? Anybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, I know you have two knees. And you know what? You also got two hips. If it's 40-some thousand dollars to fix a knee today, what is it going to cost 20-some years from now? Whenever I talk to black people about building their own independent network of businesses, industries, and institutions, they always tell me, well, how much is that going to cost? It ain't going to cost nearly as much getting out of this system as it's going to cost you to stay in this one. When you have a hospital, look at the danger of this. You have a hospital in your community that's owned and controlled by your oppressor. And you get a sickness or illness, and that's the only place you got to go to get service. They can charge you whatever the F they want to. Whatever they want to charge you to do anything, to bring you more comfort, to ease your pain, they can, because there's no alternative. Power over your community is power as a people, power to educate your own children, your own hospital, control your economics, your businesses, your industries, feeding yourselves. We lack all of this. It's been 150 years since slavery was abolished, with no means in there as to how it was abolished. Obtaining ownership and control over these four essential entities is how you abolish slavery, and it's how you limit the dictatorial approach that this economic system present to us. We got sons and daughters in school right now, brothers and sisters that's getting degrees in the medical field, and they charging their mothers and fathers $43,000 just to replace a knee, $20-something thousand just to teach them to walk. Do you think our sons and daughters who have the medical training, the experience, the knowledge, they be like, mama, they charge you how much to replace your knee? Baby, you ain't got to do that. We can replace it at half that cost. Everywhere there's a black community, we need to have a black alternative. We can't just live amongst ourselves and then working for our oppressor. We got to be able to own and control these four essential services. To have determination and to put an economic break on the escalating cost of everything. Like I say, what is it going to cost for knee and hip replacement surgery 20 years from now if you don't have an alternative? If you continue leaving these people your only option, there's no reason for them not to charge you beyond your economic means if you don't create an alternative. And that's me, an alternative in everything. We got to experience the knowledge in every aspect. We got black farmers that can be the beginning of our food chain. We got the experience in manufacturing everything we need: cars, trucks, bikes, electric vehicles, laptops, cell phones. We can create alternatives for all that. In every neighborhood, there's emergency care centers. And as soon as you see that sign, emergency, that's their reason for charging you astronomically. We have control over our 4 central institutions. Wherever they have an emergency center in our community, we can have a convenient care center in our community that will offer the same service, the same level of care, but at half the cost. And why do I say half the cost? Because these are our brothers and sisters that's operating these. These are our sons and daughters that's owning these. And they're going to operate it within our interests. We can privatize this. Nobody can come between us and tell us how we can interact economically, socially, industrially between our people. We can establish our own cost for everything. But as a Burger King, we can have a Real King's franchise where we have our own fast food chain. We can expand the black farmers, our experience in manufacturing for them. We can use that experience in manufacturing for us. Our experience in the medical field, we got brothers and sisters right now that's doctors and lawyers, that's doctors in hospitals and clinics. We come together, operate our own system. They can be having centers right here in our community, and our people will be their primary supplier. That is how you abolish slavery, by living in a home where you're working, where the job that you work for is supplied and by your own people, providing essential services to your own people. I shudder to think you're barely getting paid slave wages now, and as the demands of these businesses increase, your wages are going to fall further and further behind. 20 years from now, ain't no telling what these surgeries going to cost. The only way we can alter that, change that, is to do it for ourselves, and nobody's going to do that but us. I'm in this video here, and if you like this video, and if you like this content, and if you like this pressure that I put on our oppressor, put a little pressure on that follow, subscribe, and share button, and catch me in my next video. Ashe.